Hey YouTube, I just want to say a very quick shout out and thank you to the 22 subscribers that I've gotten in the past month. My last video got 200 views, so I'm ecstatic about that. I'm very excited to see what this channel has in store in the future. Thank you so much for all the views and support. Big shout out to Cardsmith Breaks card community. You've really supported me there, and then all my followers on Instagram. You've been a great support as well. Instagram Baseball Cards AF, and find me everywhere else with Friendly Dude. Today I thought I'd do something a little unique and show off a vintage PC that I have. This is a binder that my dad had, and he gave me all of his Cardinal cards back in the day. So some of these are going to be from him, and some other cards are going to be from my cousin Brent. So thank you, Dad and Brent, for adding to my Cardinal collection. And today I will be showing off Bob Gibson. And I'm going to start off here with what is probably one of his most famous baseball cards. This is from 1968 Topps. Not in great condition. You can kind of see here a little bit of damage, and then on the back, back looks pretty good. Corners are a little rough around the edges, but you know, that's to be expected. So this is the original card here. I'll lay that there. And then I've got a Topps Archives from 2002 that replicates this card. Basically keeps everything to a T, except they add, you know, their Archives logo there. And then on the back, I'll show off one quick difference here. So here, you kind of see there's a bunch of copyright information down at the bottom for new Topps. And then here, the shade's a little bit different. It could be from fading, it could just be they couldn't exactly replicate it, but they squeezed everything on this side and shifted everything up so they could fit all the copyright. I don't really like that. I would have preferred them to go true to form, but you know, what can you do? So next up, reason being I say this is probably one of his most famous cards. I also have two other Turn Back the Clock inserts, basically. This one is a Kmart exclusive, a 20th anniversary for Kmart. So they released this and put the 68's Topps card on there. This is National League MVP, shows off down there. And then this, I believe, this was released in 1988, so 20 years later. By Topps Chewing Gum is what it says down at the bottom. So it just kind of gives a little blurb 20 years later on Mr. Bob Gibson. So that's my start off there. Next is a very good looking checklist, and including Mr. Bob Gibson. Only a couple things here. There's a few pink blemishes there. I actually have another one of this card, not in the best shape, but no pink blemishes. I believe the backs are about identical though. Let's see. Little miscut. You can definitely tell quality control was not top priority back in the day for vintage cards, so that's why perfectly centered, perfectly cornered cards are worth so much now. So next I will show you some inserts from the 1968 Topps for league leaders. So this is ERA leaders. This one's going to be for strikeout leaders. And this one is going to be for pitching leaders. So I like all these inserts for now, so the vintage ones are pretty cool going through this collection here. Now, next up, most people are going to laugh at this one because centering is so important. I actually love this card because the centering is so bad. If you can tell here, it says Slit B. It is so bad you could actually see where they were supposed to cut the card. There's so much more white on this side, and then on the back, it's very disproportionate. Laughable almost, but I just really like it. This card's from 1969. Just kind of gives it character and whatnot, so I'll take it for sure. Next up, this is a 1969 World Series insert from Game 1. Bob Gibson. This is the original card from 1969, and this is the Archives from 2001. So kind of a comparison there, and then flip it on the back. And this time they didn't cram all the copyright stuff at the bottom. They kept it pretty true to form. It's pretty cool to have the original one and then kind of compare it to the replicated one, you know, many years down the road. So pretty cool there. I like that it, you know, it looks like a headline, you know, newspaper. So pretty cool there. Last but not least, 1972 Topps. I love this blue border type thing they got going on, and the font that they used for this set. Just really good. And I'll be honest, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want one of those jackets Gibson's wearing. Kind of one of my goals to get one of those at some point or another. But the back, pretty good. I think it's just the, nope. There's a little bit of either gum stain or tape stain. I guess my cousin and my dad both used to tape their cards into their sleeves. You know, that just kills me knowing they did that, but you know, is what it is. Kind of personal preference. They didn't know these things were going to be worth money, or that kid that they had no idea they were going to know in the future would want the cards. So anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I know I was probably rambling a little bit, but that's my vintage Bob Gibson collection. Thanks for watching. Till next time. See ya.